So, welcome to statistics class. In today's session, before starting the second PUC class, let us quickly recapitulate what we have discussed in PUC first year course. Now, in the first year, you started with introduction of statistics. Now, what do you mean by statistics? Statistics can be defined in two senses. So, one is singular sense and in plural sense. So, in singular sense, statistics is the science of collection, presentation, analysis, and interpretation of numerical data. Okay, so this meaning I'm going to explain with the marks card. So, all of you know marks card, right? So, before the marks card, the first is collection. Before the marks card, what are the information we are collected? See here, names we are collected, subjects we are collected, then marks we are collected. This is come under collection part. After collecting all these information, next is presentation. So we systematically present it in a systematic manner, so that first subjects, maximum marks, minimum marks, then obtained marks. So after collecting all the information, we present it in a systematic manner. Next is analysis. Analysis means calculation. So based on his or her marks, we'll calculate the total marks and find the percentage. And the final part is interpretation. Interpretation in the sense result. So based on his or her percentage, we'll give the result. That is pass with distinction or pass class. So like this, the whole process of marks card is the best example for meaning of statistics. So we have discussed meaning of statistics, functions, characteristics, and limitations, all these things. Then we also discussed that how statistics is very useful in almost all walks of human life. Also we have discussed classification and tabulation of data and measures of central tendency. In measures of central tendency, we have discussed arithmetic mean, median, mode, geometric mean, and harmonic mean. Then measures of dispersion, correlation and regression, random variable, and also basic of probability. So all these things we are discussed in PUC first year. And also today I am going to deal with some basic concepts which are related for PUC second year. The first one, population. So population means the totality of units under consideration is called population. For example, population of people or population of animals or population of trees. Next one, finite population. Then finite population means a population which contains finite or countable number of units is called finite population. For example, number of corona patients in Hubli. The second example, population of Dharwad. Infinite population. Infinite population means population which contains infinite or uncountable number of units is called infinite population. For example, number of stars in the sky and number of leaves in a tree are example for infinite population. Sample. Sample means a representative units of a population is called sample. For example, consider here, when you want to purchase a rice means you are going for a kirani shop. When you are going for a kirani shop to purchase rice, what you will do? You will take only the handful of rice. Instead of checking all the rice in the kirani shop, you take only the handful of rice. So based on that handful of rice, you are going to check the quality of the rice. That handful of rice is called sample. That handful of rice is a sample. Variable. Variable means a quantitative characteristics which varies from unit to unit is a variable. For example, height and weight. Attribute. A qualitative characteristics which varies from unit to unit is a attribute. For example, beauty, skin color and taste. Discrete variable. Discrete variable means a variable which assumes only some specified values within a given range is called discrete variable. For example, number of benches in a classroom. And second example, number of road accidents in a day. Continuous variable. Continuous variable means a variable which assumes all the possible values within a given range is called continuous variable. For example, income of a person. The second example, weight of a students. See here, income of a person is not fixed. It's a continuous process. And weight of a student. See here, weight of a student is not fixed. It is also a continuous process. Probability. So probability means probability is a numerical measure which indicates the chance of occurrence. Means it tells the chances or the possibility. Consider the example. When tossing a coin, the result may be head or tail. So this means probability means it tells the possibility. When tossing a coin, head may occur or tail may occur. So this is what the some basic concepts. Now we see, so what is the syllabus of PUC second year? First chapter, that is vital statistics. So on vital statistics you will get total 18 marks. Second, index number. So on index number for your exam you will get total 26 marks. Third, time series analysis. So on time series analysis you will get total 18 marks. Fourth, interpolation and extrapolation. On interpolation and extrapolation you will get 7 marks. Fifth chapter, theoretical distribution. On theoretical distribution you will get 26 marks. Statistical inference. So on statistical inference you will get 32 marks. The seventh one, statistical quality control. On statistical quality control total you will get 8 marks. The eighth one, operation research. So on operation research you will get total 21 marks. So for your PUC second year total you have 8 chapters. So this means your question paper contains total 156 marks. So next is, as you know, statistics is a scoring subject. To score good marks in statistics means you should know the question paper pattern. So your question paper contains total 5 sections. So we'll see one by one. Part A, 10 ones are 10. So this means, so these are 1 marks questions. So out of 12 questions you need to attempt any 10 questions. These are purely theoretical questions. Part B, 10 twos are 20. Again here also these are 2 marks questions. Out of 12 questions you have to attempt any 10 questions. Purely these questions also theoretical questions. Part C, 8 5s are 40. So out of 12 questions here also you have to attempt any 8 questions. These are 5 marks questions. These are purely. Parts C onwards you will get only examples or problems. So out of 12 questions you need to attempt any 8 questions. So this means 4 extra questions you have. Part D, 2 tens are 20. So out of 4 questions, you need to attempt any 2 questions. These are 10 marks questions, purely problematic. So out of 4 questions, you need to attempt any 2. Part E, 2 fives are 10. So out of 4 questions, you have to attempt any 2 questions. These are practical oriented questions. So out of 4 questions, you need to attempt any 2 questions. So this means your question paper contains total 5 sections. Okay, out of 5 sections, you have total 156 marks. So out of 156 marks, you need to attempt only 100 marks. So this means you have 56 marks extra. Okay, so this is what about the today's session. So I will stop here only. Thank you.